We head into the middle part of your evening. Look at this, cloud cover. Clouds as far as the eye can see. Now, really, in all actuality, it kind of looks like fall across the Tennessee Valley. Here we are over in DeKalb County, that low deck of gray clouds. It's very reminiscent of what you would expect during the fall months. As we head into the middle and later part of October, you kind of expect this lower deck of cloud cover. It's kind of a dreary sky, but you kind of expect it because we're heading into the later part of October. November's on the horizon. Everybody's getting ready to plan Thanksgiving dinner. No, it's early August. It is early August. We are in no way, shape, or form getting ready to plan for Thanksgiving dinner. We're not buying the Halloween candy. Probably haven't even bought the Halloween costumes yet, I guess, unless you've been to Costco. I saw the Halloween costumes out at Costco like a week and a half ago was the last time I was in Costco. So I guess if you're an avid shopper there, maybe you've already been ahead of the game and purchased a Halloween costume. And it looks like Halloween. Of course, I suppose by the time we get to Halloween, it's practically going to be dark at this point. And honestly, I probably won't even be able to show you this camera. The only dead giveaway that it is not fall across the Tennessee Valley. One, the fact that it is early August, and two, the fact that all of the trees and the grass, they're still beautiful and green. If it was mid to late October, we'd be talking about some of these trees beginning to turn colors into some of the yellows and the oranges. The grass probably wouldn't be as beautiful and vibrant of a green color as we're getting now here in early August. So in a way, this looks like early fall, but then there are still a couple of dead giveaways that it is in fact summer in North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. Much the same in New Market this evening. Thick deck of low cloud cover across the area, especially there up in New Market, but we're still talking about a lot of the really pretty green trees. And the trees are going to stay green and pretty for the next couple of months. Typically, they don't begin to turn here across the Tennessee Valley until we get to late October and early November. Live look out over the Parkway this evening, still talking about the exact same thick deck of clouds. We're looking northbound on Memorial Parkway. The traffic seems to be moving smoothly here at the top of the hour. So if you're waiting on somebody to get home for dinner, well, I don't really foresee them having any problems this evening, at least if they're driving on the Parkway or this specific section of the Parkway. As you drive a little bit further to the north, that's where they're doing all of that construction, kind of extending the Parkway. It always gets to be a mess up there. That Lowe's up in North Huntsville, that area is always a mess. Otherwise, talking about a thick deck of clouds. And that kept temperatures cooler for the course of the afternoon. Look at this. High temperatures today. 78 degrees at the Huntsville International Airport. Athens, Decatur saw 78. Cess Florence saw a high temperature this afternoon of 80. We saw the lower 70s over in northeast Alabama. Fort Payne saw a high temperature of 71 this afternoon. Scottsboro, Albertville saw high temperatures of 74, mid-70s up across southern Middle Tennessee. It is imperative that we all kind of realize that these numbers are not normal. I put it on my Facebook this morning. I called it a temporary lapse in judgment by Mother Nature. This is not normal. We should not get used to this. I don't even want to call this false fall because false fall typically does not happen until we get to late September or early October. Then you kind of get to bring in the false falls. This is not false fall. This is anything but false fall. That's not going to happen in early August. This is a temporary lapse in judgment at the hands of Mother Nature. And while it is imperative that you understand that, it is also imperative that you take advantage of this because the summertime temperatures are going to return to the Tennessee Valley. And it's going to be somewhat of a rude awakening if you think that we're going to get to enjoy this up until winter moves into the Tennessee Valley. Today is the coolest day we have seen since May 30th at the Huntsville International Airport. That is the last time we had a high temperature less than 80 degrees. Got to go all the way back to May 30th. The high temperature that day at Huntsville International was 79 degrees. Current numbers across the area: 76 in Huntsville, 73 in Coleman, 78 in Moulton. We're sitting at 77 in Fayetteville, 79 degrees right now over in Florence. It really is going to be a beautiful evening. Maybe just a touch on the humid end of the spectrum, but that's okay. We can deal with it. It's really not that bad. 74 at 7, 73 by 8, 71 degrees by the time we get to 9 o'clock. Had some friends over last night. We had some dinner. We actually ate our dinner outside, and it was comfortable. We sat on the patio, enjoyed our dinner, had great conversation. It was great. We did not sweat while sitting outside. So again, imperative that you understand this is not normal, but it's also imperative that you take advantage of this cooler weather while it's going to stick around. And if you didn't get to take advantage of the weather this afternoon, and if you don't get to take advantage of the weather today, well, I've got a little bit of good news for you. You can take advantage of it as we head into your Tuesday. Maybe I'm giving away the forecast a little bit, but you can. But you won't get to take advantage of it for much longer. Radar looks nice and quiet this evening. Again, very reminiscent of what you would expect in the fall months, where you have that thick low deck of cloud cover across the entire Tennessee Valley, but that thick deck of low cloud cover is not producing any rain. We haven't seen any rain through the course of the afternoon. We're not talking about any rain right now. And I think we're going to be dry as we head into the overnight and then early into your Tuesday morning. Though as we head into Tuesday afternoon, still holding on to that mostly cloudy or overcast sky, some of that cloud cover is going to break through the course of the afternoon. We're going to get to enjoy a little bit of sunshine, but that doesn't necessarily mean temperatures are going to climb. Futurecast tries to bring in a little bit of rain as we head into the overnight, early into your Wednesday morning. I'm not necessarily buying into that solution. As we head into the Wednesday morning commute, we're still holding on to the mostly cloudy or the overcast sky. Now, as we head into Wednesday afternoon, here I do agree with the opportunity for a couple of isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms, but most of us are going to end up staying dry. Small opportunities for rain continue as we head into the overnight and then early into your Thursday morning. Great night across the Tennessee Valley. Debatedly, I think you could leave the windows open tonight. I know I opened the windows up in my house this morning. I'm pretty sure my wife probably still has the windows open because the weather's been so nice. Though that reminds me, if she does not close some of them, the sprinklers are about to run, and so the water would get into the house. So I'm going to need to text her as soon as I'm done with this. Overall, a great night. Temperatures dropping into the mid-60s. I've got a low right around 66 degrees. A little bit of patchy dense fog might develop across the Tennessee Valley, which is kind of nice when you consider the fact that that would mean dew points are also in the 60s. That's pretty great when you consider the fact that it's early August, but it could bring a small hindrance to the Tuesday morning commute. Getting on the school bus tomorrow morning, 68 at 7, 70 by 8, 72 by 9, 74 by the time we get to 10 o'clock in the morning. Really, once again, not much in the way of any sort of sunshine across the area, but it's at least going to be comfortable for the kids. They're not dealing with the hot school bus, so that'll be quite nice. Upper 70s, lower 80s tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures could right around 80, 81 degrees. Some of us could see 82. We could see 82 or 83 over in northwest Alabama, Lauderdale, Colbert, Franklin County. But even those numbers, I think, are going to be somewhat difficult to come by. Now, in case you're curious or you need the reminder, the average high temperature for this time of year, right around 91 or 92 degrees. Again, we need to remember that it is early August, and we're gradually going to begin to get there. Wednesday, still going to be below average, but it's not going to be as nice as today was, and it's not going to be as nice as tomorrow is going to be. We're going to climb into the mid and upper 80s on Wednesday afternoon. I think we're going to get a little bit more of that sunshine as we head into Wednesday afternoon, and that's going to allow temperatures to climb just a little bit. Now, they're still going to be below average, but we are going to begin to see temperatures climb as we head into your Wednesday. If we look beyond the next 7 days, this period, August 10th through August 14th, there's about a 50% chance that we're talking about above average temperatures. Again, a really nice reminder that it is still summer, and this is, as I've coined it, I'm sure I say coined it like I'm the originator, but I'm still saying I coined it, a temporary lapse in judgment by Mother Nature. Again, it's imperative that we understand that, and maybe the temperature outlook through August 14th is a really good indicator of that, as again, looks like we're going to be talking about above average temperatures. Have a good look at the next 7 days. Now, there is a general upward trend in the 7-day forecast. 80 degrees on Tuesday,